Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. Bringing you a transfer rumour from my club today, Wolverhampton Wanderers, who have been linked with the signing of Joao Palhinha from Sporting Lisbon. It's been revealed that Palhinha may be available in this transfer window for a bid of over or around 30 million euros. And Wolves have been massively linked, and it's clear to see why when looking further into this player and the way that he would fit our system. So before I jump into it, though, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel, please, if you are new here. So let's waste no time. Let's speak about Joao Palhinha. I mean, look, starting off, firstly, obviously, this guy is Portuguese. He's 26 years of age, height 6'2", one that might please the women and homosexual males of Wolverhampton, as well as his position being a centre defensive midfielder. Now, it has been a centre defensive midfielder, but he's also been known to play as a centre back as well. So this guy's basically a Leander Dendoncker on steroids, is how I'd describe him. Maybe not because of his frame, but just because he's basically a better version of what he is. You know, Dendoncker, for me, I'm not the biggest fan, but Palhinha would be a massive upgrade on him, and it really would add to our team and make it so much more better. Now, interestingly, it would also perhaps mean that Bruno could move to a formation that he's always wanted to play, and that being, of course, the four at the back. Now, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but just to go over it, it could mean that we would go to a four at the back. Palhinha would fit into that midfield three of Palhinha, Moutinho and Neves. Now, interestingly, what this would mean is obviously something that's worked really well for Wolverhampton Wanderers is the wing-backs advancing up the pitch. But the way that Bruno has played a 4-4-2 before and also used four at the back is to have those wing-backs continue to advance up the pitch and then have the centre defensive midfielder almost that sitting back and then acting as a third centre-back. You can see where I'm going with this, being Palhinha has also played as a centre-back, but predominantly a centre defensive midfielder. He really would be the ideal fit for this formation if we were to eventually switch to a back four. But obviously, of course, we are not the only ones linked. It's also been reported that a substantial amount of offers and potential interest is coming in. And some of the clubs that have been linked as well is Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, and also Spurs. Well, you know, we know what's going on with Spurs, and they're a bid for Adama Traore at the moment, and their interest in Traore. They're being a bit of a pain in our arse, really, aren't they, in this transfer window? So hopefully we could give them a good boot in this transfer and make sure they don't end up the successful ones. Well, you might think, why, obviously what would be an ideal situation here? And I know this is something that you guys are not wanting to see, but wouldn't it be great, talking to Spurs, if we could put off the signing of Adama Traore? They're going to, they put all their energy, all their time and their effort into signing Adama. We then go and sign Palhinha. And then just when they think they're going to land Adama Traore, he then declines the move. We decline the move. And he either then goes and signs a new contract or moves to Barcelona. Now, I'm probably living in dreamland there. But, look, we can all dream. So you might be wondering, why would Palhinha choose us in this deal instead of, the other clubs that have been mentioned? Well, one big factor in this would be, oh man, Mr. George Mendes, obviously love him or hate him, but the super agent has been heavily linked with Wolverhampton Wanderers and apparently is heavily linked in this move happening as well. As I said at the start of the video, Sporting are prepared to sell for around 30 million euros. This guy is behind the deal. You can see that he hasn't really delivered a Fosun special in a while, has he? Maybe he doesn't want to be starting to annoy Fosun. So I'm sure Mr. Jeff Shee might give him a bit of a kick and go, come on, this one's ours. Don't you mess this one up. So maybe the George Mendes can play a major factor in this. I think he owes us one, to be honest, especially with how he moved on Jota. He moved on Doherty as well, but that ended up a good thing, didn't it, in the end? But I think he's also, at the moment, commissioning Adama Traore to move. So the question also begs, obviously, Joao Moutinho, it means that we'd be having two Joaos in the club. Hopefully, it's not the case that it'd be a Joao in, a Joao out, because Moutinho is, of course, only 6 months left on his contract, yet to sign a new deal. I really hope we can get an extension over the line. I'd be prepared to offer him another 2 years and moving him into a coaching capacity further, once that has been done. I know he spoke about ideally wanting to become a coach, wanting to become a manager. Why not do it here? You've got your Portuguese family. Please stay. Please do stay. So obviously at the moment he remains at Sporting Lisbon. Could he become a Wolves player by the end of January? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you see this one happening? Let me know about your other thoughts about the transfer window as well. The Adama Traore situation is obviously very interesting. Do you still see him being a Wolves player by February the 1st? And as I said at the start of the video as well, please do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you guys hopefully on the next video. Goodbye.